Imagine waking up one morning and stepping outside, only to find that the sunrise has arrived 10 times faster than usual. The Earth, as if someone had hit a cosmic accelerator, has suddenly started spinning 10 times faster. At first, you might not even notice, aside from a strong gust of wind as the atmosphere struggles to keep up, but soon the consequences become impossible to ignore. The very ground beneath your feet seems restless, your coffee struggles to stay in the cup, and even the birds seem to wobble mid flight. Buildings designed for the gentle rotation of our planet start to groan. Skyscrapers sway slightly like trees in a mild windstorm, and bridges experience forces they were never meant to endure. Concrete cracks, glass windows rattle, and some weaker structures collapse in a surprising but somewhat comical domino effect. Cars spin out on highways as the centrifugal forces push them outward from the equator, and cyclists find it nearly impossible to stay upright. Meanwhile, the oceans, having a mind of their own, begin forming enormous waves racing across the globe. Tsunamis suddenly appear in places that have never seen one before, sloshing over coastlines and flooding streets within minutes. Gravity, or rather your perception of it, also changes in subtle but eerie ways. Near the equator, you feel lighter, almost as if someone gently lifted you off the ground. At higher latitudes, the effect is weaker but noticeable nonetheless. Your weight seems to fluctuate depending on your location, making simple actions, like standing in line at the grocery store, an oddly precarious balancing act. Things roll off shelves at the slightest nudge, coffee spills in elaborate arcs, and pets develop newfound acrobatics trying to cling to the floor. Time itself feels distorted. 1 hour seems like 6, and the normal rhythm of daily life is thrown into chaos. Jet planes, which rely on carefully calculated lift and drag, struggle to maintain stable flight. Air traffic control becomes a nightmare as flight paths are disrupted by the unprecedented speed of the Earth below. Satellites in low orbit wobble dangerously, some falling out of alignment, and GPS devices become useless, leaving commuters and explorers alike navigating by intuition or sheer luck. As days pass, the environmental effects grow more severe. Tornadoes form with frightening regularity, whipping across continents in loops and arcs fueled by the enormous increase in atmospheric energy. Hurricanes intensify, their spirals twisting faster than ever, while the jet streams create a planet-wide roller coaster of wind patterns. Seasons blur together as the tilt of the Earth interacts unpredictably with the accelerated spin, confusing plants and animals alike. Crops struggle to grow under the new conditions, and migratory birds lose their sense of direction. Even the tides, which once followed a predictable schedule, now surge and recede in wild, chaotic rhythms. For humans, survival becomes a test of adaptation. Cities near the equator must contend with the extreme centrifugal forces threatening to fling objects, and sometimes people, outwards. Engineers rush to design fasteners, anchors, and braces that can withstand the new reality. Sports, once simple pastimes, are now dangerous exercises in physics. A simple throw of a ball or a jog in the park feels like training for an extreme gravity simulation. People invent new ways to stay grounded. Suction boots, weighted clothing, even handholds installed along streets. Yet amid the chaos, life persists. The human spirit, as always, finds humor in adversity. Memes about Earth's new fast-forward mode spread online, showing cats being flung gently across rooms, or cars sliding like marbles on the equator. News anchors struggle to keep their balance on live broadcasts, often narrating disasters while holding on to furniture for dear life. Scientists race to understand the phenomenon, calculating that if the spin remains constant, the long-term effects could reshape the planet entirely, flattening mountains at the equator, redistributing oceans, and altering the climate for centuries. Ultimately, the Earth spinning 10 times faster is a stark reminder of our planet's delicate balance. It demonstrates how deeply everything, from the rotation of the globe to the rise of a wave, depends on precise conditions. And while we scramble to survive, we also laugh, marvel, and adapt, because even on a world suddenly accelerated beyond imagination, humans have a remarkable knack for holding on, laughing at the absurdity, and finding creative ways to keep their feet on the ground.